Another beautiful day in the Angeles National Forest. Clear skies, sun's out, not too hot. Should keep hiking. I'm about maybe 1 minute into a five and a half miler. Gonna go to a campground that hopefully has a flowing stream next to it. So I just started this hike. Got my work cut out for me. I just can't help but stop and look around already. It's a very, very pretty day. Hoping to get under some tree cover soon. Everything is pretty deserty right now. There's a bit more tree cover at this part of the trail, which is nice because I can take my hat off and not worry about burning up. I know this isn't going to last long. We're going to hit more open trail with less shade, and I think the majority of the way is going to be that way, so I'm enjoying this while I can. I'm just trying to remember one thing to do is to keep like either singing or talking to myself, because I don't want to hike quietly, you know, and stumble on a bear. I want them to hear me coming, because I know they'll probably leave me alone if they hear me coming. The last thing I want is to surprise a bear or a mountain lion, especially if they have cubs. But so far the trail's easy going. I'm looking forward to making camp within the next couple hours. Check this out. It doesn't look like much, but this is the first sign of water so far. And it's promising. You know, there's a runoff here. And it's across the trail here and down there. Last time I was here, this was flowing. Now it's just a puddle, but that's promising, because if the stream I'm going to is dry, I don't think I'll have enough water to spend 2 nights there, maybe just one. So I'm kind of anxious to find out. But that puddle was promising. You know, I figure worst comes to worst, I could dig a little bit, find water, and then filter that. It's not ideal, you get a lot of silt with it, but you know, it's doable. Well, nothing I can do now but keep walking and find out what I'm dealing with. Okay, that's the trail I need to continue on, but I'm gonna go this way. I didn't want to take a detour, but I'm gonna have to. This is actually another campground. It's about halfway to the campground I want to go to. The reason I'm stopping here for a moment is I know the same stream I'm trying to get to, this campground also has part of that stream, so I want to just see how much water is in there. If it's dry, then I'm gonna have to make the decision to just I guess I'll spend the night here. I have enough water to last me, and then I'll head back in the morning and I'll cut my trip short. But if there's enough water where I can get a filter to it, then I'll probably just rest here for a few minutes and then continue on with my original plan. You know, I don't think this is a very big detour. It only... Oh no, it's right here. This is the campground, so that's not any time wasted at all. Let's go find that stream. This is actually not a bad campground. It's pretty shady. I think I hear water. A lot of poison oak. Luckily I'm wearing long pants. Yes, there is running water. This is good. This is very good. Excellent. It's not as much as I was hoping for, to be honest. I was hoping for bigger pools like that, you know, something I could cool off in if needed. But this is enough to filter from. So I'm happy. This means I'm going to continue my trip here. This is Valley Forge Campground. It's a trail camp, obviously, meaning you can't drive a car here, you have to hike in. The campground I'm trying to get to is called West Fork Campground. That's where I'm hoping I'll spend the night. This is about halfway to West Fork from where I started, so I'm 2.5 to 3 miles in. I have about that much to go, but I think I'm gonna stop and rest here. So this looks like a nice spot. Get some water, get this pack off me, and then hit the trail again. Nice campground though. So I was for a moment contemplating on staying here at Valley Forge instead of going on to my intended campsite, because this site is pretty cool. It's right next to the water. It's got plenty of shade. West Fork has both of these things too. So I thought, like, why keep hiking? But after brief contemplation, I think I'm going to continue on. Even though there's nobody here, I have this whole campground to myself. I think West Fork will actually be more secluded, which is nice. I mean, I don't mind having neighbors, but if I could feel a little bit more secluded, I would like that. So I think I'm gonna get my pack back on me and head on out. Got another, probably at least an hour of hiking left. Not looking forward to that. It's amazing how quick I get tired out. I'm not cut out for this, but I just love it so much that, you know, gotta do it. So it'll be hard saying goodbye to this campsite. It's a really nice place. I could hang out right around this bench for the next couple of days easy. But I've decided I'm moving on. Finally, I see some shade up ahead. I wish the entire hike could be like this. Oh, I just want to stop and rest here for a moment. This tree cover is really wonderful. These hanging vines. I think there's a couple of more crossings like that where it's overgrown. I think we're here. Doesn't mention it. Silver Moccasin Trail. I know we're here. Oh, there it is. West Fork Trail Camp. There's supposed to be 7 different sites. I'm assuming this is the first one. Picnic table, fire pit. I don't think there's anybody else here, so we could pick whichever spot we want. Picnic table 2, fire pit 3 is over there. Let's go check these out. Ooh, almost fell. Almost fell. Yeah, these spots have even more shade than Valley Forge did. Pretty close to the stream. There's a lot of little gnats out, a lot of little flies. That's gonna suck. Plenty of firewood, that's good. Got a restroom there, so what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's 7? The one you don't see is gonna be the best one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know there's one up there. That's 6. What the heck is 7? Wow, this is beautiful. Okay, so I've been here about maybe 15 minutes and I've decided this is going to be my campground right here. Now I got to get started on, the camp chores, setting stuff up. I guess first order of business is tent, and then firewood. I already filtered some water. I drank my fill. So let's get started on that tent. Rainfly, stakes, tent itself. Okay. Boom. Okay, tent is set up. I actually moved the tent from over there because I was worried it was going to be too close to the fire pit. I didn't want embers landing on the tent, burning little tiny holes all over it. So I moved it over here. It's kind of in their campsite now, but of course there's nobody there, so I'm not worried about it. If somebody comes, I can move it. No biggie. Speaking of campfire, I guess the next task will be gathering firewood. There's already some bits and pieces laying around. I'll have to see if I could process those with the fixed blade I brought. They might be a little bit too big. But I'm just going to walk around and gather some firewood for now. breakfast. The way the sun is hitting the stream right about there got me thinking that I should not be on dry land right now. I want to go enjoy that stream. It's time to change clothing. This is another stream connecting to this river. This is the West Fork River. It's flowing down this way. And then you have a small creek over here, and it's just feeding it. It's a tributary. Man, there's some nice pools here. Look at this. I gotta be careful because I have seen water snakes. I don't know if they're poisonous or not, honestly, and I really don't want to find out. But I have seen water snakes in this river. I've seen like these little lizard-like creatures too that swim under the rocks. You know, I'm keeping an eye out. These are really nice little pools here. Last morning, I'm gonna hike out soon. I already packed away my sleeping bag, but I'm realizing that my legs are really tired. I don't know how I'm gonna hike out of here. I'm just trying to gather up the the willpower to leave this tent and start setting up camp, or you know, taking down camp. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. You know what? I'm gonna make this coffee extra strong because you know, normally when I drink coffee extra strong I just get really paranoid or like anxious, but I feel like if I'm gonna be walking uphill for the next minimum 2 hours, then this is acceptable. Did I say add water? I meant add the elixir of life. Oh, that might be a bit much. This shit right here, by the way, I only buy this when I go backpacking because it saves space and weight. This is 75% alcohol. That's where the tent used to be. Still getting packed up. As you can see, I always like to use these tables to stand on and like air out my sleeping bag and air out my tent, get all the dirt out. Just a matter of packing everything into this bad boy right here and hiking out. So I'm headed back to my car. I'm only a quarter of the way there, and already I feel exhausted. Holy smokes. I'm resetting my goals. Right now, I'm resetting my goal to make it to Valley Forge Campground. Once I make it there, I guess either I'll make myself breakfast or another tea or something, you know. I just want to spend a few minutes without this weight on my back. Until then, though, I gotta keep going. See you at Valley Forge. I'm back at Valley Forge Campground. I just knocked out, like, at the minimum, half an hour to 45 minutes. If not, an hour, hour 15. I gotta go back and look at how long I've been hiking. Good news, there's food in here. There's a stream right in there. I have a stove. So I'm just gonna maybe lay down for another 15 minutes or so, and then make lunch, I guess. And then I'll go back home. What's the rush? I'm 3/4 of the way back. I'm more tired than I anticipated being. Not just tired, but like my body's aching. I should have taken it easy yesterday. You know, I figured I've done this whole thing in one day. So if I hike in one day, spend a day, then hike in the following day, it'll be easier. But what I didn't take into account is spending all of yesterday walking around, exploring paths and streams, walking through the streams, gathering firewood, chopping firewood. That's like a hike in itself. So, you know, good news, I'm 3/4 of the way back. Bad news, I don't see how I'm going to do that last quarter. And it's like steep from here on out. So I'm just going to suffer for a while. I'm going to enjoy the shade and then suffer. I just saw deer. Look like a big guy too. Of course they disappear so easily. Oh, there he is. You see that? Holy shit. Where is he? Right. Right there. He just crossed my path. There's probably going to be a couple more. Oh, look at him walk. And he's gone. Might as well update now. I am probably 10 or 15 minutes from being done. I've slowed down to a crawl practically, but I'm gonna keep on moving.
Another trip in the books. Right now I feel like I never want to go camping again. But I know that's gonna last a week, 2 tops. Until next time, I'm gonna enjoy this drive home.